to have a healthy, amazing smile. Our children had some unique dental situations, and the Crystal Orthodontics team personalized their braces and Invisalign treatments for our exact need. Our kids actually enjoy their orthodontic appointments and have fun with the Crystal team. We've been completely impressed with both the top-notch care and the results. But the best part is seeing how happy and confident our kids are with their new smiles. Thank you, Crystal Orthodontics.
Orthodontics, we treat every patient like family, so you can expect to receive the highest quality, personalized orthodontic care in a really fun and welcoming environment. We want you to love your smile and feel happy and confident when smiling at school, work, with friends, with family, wherever you are in life. So I invite you to come visit us for a complimentary orthodontic evaluation so you can experience the care and culture that makes us the Chippewa Valley's orthodontic leader.
Test 1, 2, 3, Mustangs TV. Test 1, 2, 3, wrestling. Home opener versus River Falls tonight. Mustangs TV.
If you spent the summer putting off home improvement projects, don't worry, Dairy State Bank can help. Whether you're planning to add on, winterproof, or repair storm damage, we can help you with the financing. For more information, visit dairystatebank.com or give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hello, wrestling fans. My name is Grant Peisig, and I'm coming to you live from Menomonie High School for the dual meet between Menomonie and River Falls season opener. We have parents' night tonight for our Menomonie wrestling parents, so I'm going to talk while the parents are being announced a little bit. First things first is I know maybe the quality of the picture or the ability to zoom in and out isn't exactly the best for wrestling, but it is the camera that we have, and we can't really adjust the zoom. So we'll have to work with that, and I will do my best to explain the action to you and let you know who's out there and keep you going. So we're going to take a little break here while they announce the parents, and we'll be back when the wrestling starts.
you have in your regular bank?
Okay, so all the parent night stuff is taken care of, and we have a few junior varsity matches that we're going to get into here. My name is Grant Peisig. I'll be the live commentary here for tonight's home wrestling match between the Menomonie Mustangs and the River Falls Wildcats. I popped on earlier to let you know that a couple things. We can't adjust the zoom at all of the camera, and so I'll do my best to describe the action with you. You'll be able to see what you can see, but I saw there were some comments on the YouTube that maybe it's not the easiest to see the athletes down there. We'll do our best before our next live stream to maybe be able to learn how to adjust the camera or film it with a different device, but tonight we got what we got, and we'll make the most of it. Should be an exciting season this year for the Menomonie Mustangs. Starting out ranked number 7 in Division I. That just came out from WisconsinWrestling.com. We are the number 7 ranked team in the state. Have a really, really solid group of athletes on the team this year. And so we have one coming up right now. That looks like Devon Grayson down there. So this will be a JV match at 144 pounds. All right, so that is the junior Devon Grayson down there. And sophomore Trenton Schumann from River Falls. 126. Devon is a junior for us this year. Nice single leg takedown there. On top, working a half Nelson. I believe Devon will be someone that we'll see in and out of the varsity lineup this year. He's got Schumann in danger here, looking for a pin. He's got him close. Collecting near fall points. And a pin in 37 seconds for junior Devon Grayson. Good start to the season for him. Like I said, I would guess that he will get some varsity action at some point this year. So it's good to see him come out looking strong in his first match of the season. Coming up next here, we got another junior, Pat LaFontaine. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Brock Bursall out there. He's one of our freshmen. And I did not catch the name of the River Falls wrestler. Brock is a kid that has been looking good in practice. He's a strong kid for a freshman. Definitely someone with a bright future in our program. Well, stepping in, trying to go for a headlock here. Oh, nah, that's how it goes. Sometimes you get headlocked, and that's what has happened to him. Needs to fight off his back here. That's getting tight. There you go, Brock. Keep moving down there. He's trying to keep his shoulder up. For those of you new to the sport of wrestling, a match ends with a pin, and if your shoulders are on the mat for a 2 count, the referee will slap the mat and the match is over. So Brock needs to keep fighting here, keep moving, try to keep his shoulder up. His opponent from River Falls has a tight headlock. But Brock is showing a lot of heart battling down there, not giving up easy. And there's the fall. There's the pin for River Falls. We have one more junior varsity match here before we get into the varsity action. So that is Avion McIntosh down there for the Menomonie Mustangs. All right, River Falls, Chance Sommer, a junior, against a junior from Menomonie, Avion McIntosh. Another headlock attempt here. Oh, and he got it right away here on Avion. Same move River Falls caught us in the match before. When Brock Bursaw was out there, Avion got headlocked as well. That's with guys that are beginning wrestlers like Brock and Avion, that's a little bit of a tricky move to defend in the beginning. As you gain more experience in the sport, it becomes easier and easier to feel when it's coming. But didn't feel it tonight. We're going to learn something there, something to work on next week. Headlock defense. I see Coach Lubeck down there discussing with River Falls' coach here when we're going to get the varsity match started. Hey, Max, what do you... Hey, wrestling fans, we are back after the conclusion of the JV matches, and we are getting ready for the first varsity dual meet of the season for Menomonie Mustangs. They're taking on the River Falls Wildcats tonight. My name is Grant Peisig, and I will be the live commentary tonight. Should be an exciting season for the Mustangs, one that us close to the program are all fired up about. Feel like we've got a very good team this year. The first preseason rankings from WisconsinWrestling.com just came out, and we are ranked number 7 in the state in Division I to begin the season. It's been a group of kids that have been in the program for a long time and worked very hard, and now it's time to see what they can do and make the most out of this season. So we're just about to have some introductions here and warm-ups, and then we'll be getting to wrestling shortly. So I'm going to take a little break, and I'll be back in a few minutes. And there are your Menomonie Mustangs circling the mat, 14 strong. Wrestling tonight will start at 126 pounds. For each dual meet, one of the 14 weight classes is drawn at random before the duel to be the starting weight. So tonight, the first weight is 126 pounds, which means the last weight will be 120 pounds. All right, we see the captains gathering at the center of the mat. For each dual meet, there's a coin toss to see if you present first on the odd or even matches. Now, that's a little bit complex dual meet strategy for most of you out there. You don't need to worry about it too much, but if you end up getting odd, then you have to present your wrestler first for the odd numbered matches. If you get even, then you have to present your wrestler first to the head table for the even numbered matches. And in dual meets, that can matter because a lot of times you are trying to move people around to create the best matchups for your team. Shaking hands and breaking the captain's huddle. All right, we're ready to announce the starting lineups here for tonight's dual meet. At 106 pounds for River Falls, a freshman, Isaiah Black. And for Menomonie, a sophomore, Bailey Casey. Bailey's coming off a great freshman season. River Falls at 113 pounds, a freshman, Dade Flett. And for the Mustangs at 113 pounds, a senior, a state champion, a state finalist, and ranked #1 in the state, Brayton Casey. 120 pounds for River Falls, Waylon Deaton. And for the Mustangs, a freshman, Aiden Ari. At 126 pounds, a freshman for River Falls, Oliver Larson. And for Menomonie, a freshman, Aaron Howard. At 132 for River Falls, a freshman, Reeder Loomis. And for Menomonie, a freshman, Easton Anderson. At 138 for River Falls, a junior, Jonas Longsdorf. And for Menomonie, a sophomore, Gabe Henderson. At 144 for River Falls, a junior, Hayden Junkie. And for Menomonie, a sophomore, Renner Stahl. At 150 for River Falls, a junior, Vinny Castabilo. And for Menomonie, a sophomore, Luke Pember. At 157 for River Falls, a senior, Robbie Anderson. And for the Mustangs, a senior, Walker Ferguson. At 165 for the Wildcats, a sophomore, Colton Maves. And for Menomonie, a sophomore, Gavin Nelson. At 175, a freshman, Jacob Hutchins for River Falls. And from Menomonie, a senior, Steele Schaefer. 190, a senior, one of their best wrestlers, Jacob Range for River Falls. And for Menomonie, a junior, John Higbee. At 215 for River Falls, a junior, Charlie Loesch. And for Menomonie, a sophomore, returning state qualifier, Bryce Shepard. And for the big boys here at heavyweight, 285 pounds, River Falls, a junior, a returning state qualifier himself, Lincoln McCarty. And he goes up against our big boy, senior Andrew Schaefer. All right, so those are the starting lineups. Couple things I've seen in the comments is a little hard to see the wrestling. We can't do much about that. Can't adjust the camera in the gym right now. We will try to work on that for our next broadcast. And the scoreboard down in the left corner is, I'm being told, a little bit hard to see. Same thing, that's a new app, the way I understand it, for this broadcasting software. And they're working through some bugs. So we've kind of got to go with what we've got tonight. I'll do my best to keep you up with what's going on. Again, my name's Grant Peisig. I'm the youth wrestling coach here in Menomonie and alumni of the program. And very excited about the season. So we're going to open things up at 126 pounds with one of our freshman starters, incoming freshman, Aaron Howard. Aaron is the son of Nick, who was a very good wrestler in his own right here at Menomonie, nephew of Trevor, who I graduated high school with, and Nick, Trevor, and I grew up wrestling together basically since we were in kindergarten, and I've got to see Aaron grow up since he's a little boy. So this is a really cool night to see him make his high school debut. He's put a lot of hard work into the sport, and He's been looking very good in the practice room. He's taken on another pretty tough freshman from River Falls, Oliver Larson. These guys have battled in the past, and they've always been good matches. So Aaron goes right away for a single leg. Misses, and counterattack there by Larson. He's in deep. Coming up through the middle on Aaron Howard. Aaron's doing a good job defending, trying to control the ankles, not giving up anything easy. Good scramble here, nothing yet. Larson's in deep on that leg, but Aaron's doing a very good job on defending him here. Stalemate. Great defense by Aaron Howard. Never want to let a person in that deep on your legs, but when they do, you have to fight it off. No points on the board. That's the important thing. We start back neutral. Good hand fighting here. Larson snaps him into a front headlock. Howard clears it. Nice arm drag by Aaron Howard, and there's a first takedown of the season for the Menomonie Mustangs. Aaron Howard goes behind for 2. Through the years, Aaron's been a very, very good wrestler on top. Does a good job controlling opponents and turning opponents, so this is a strong suit for him here. Working a wrist ride right now. Got Larson from River Falls buried down there. We've got 20 seconds remaining in the period. Oh, and there comes the stall call. Stalling warning. For those of you new to the sport, you can get warned for stalling once in a wrestling match without being the other person getting a penalty point. So if you get hit for stalling twice, the other guy gets a point. Aaron with a good breakdown. Got Larson from River Falls flat, and time runs out. Boy, he had that crossface cradle going there. Good first period for Howard in his first period as a high school wrestler. Up 2-0 going into the second. Howard's choice, he defers. River Falls chooses, and River Falls is going to go both up. Howard doing a good job moving his feet, controlling the tie. Oliver Larson from River Falls is one of their, I know a kid that River Falls is pretty high on, and for good reason. He's a tough wrestler. He doesn't give up anything easy and really knows how to battle on his feet. Howard in on a nice sweep single, and there's another takedown for Aaron. Goes up 4-0. Once again, he has Larson flat on his belly down there. Oh, and we're going for a release here. Howard's going to put the pressure on him with a hard cut. He's going to let his opponent go, but he's not going to let him away easy. So there's the escape for River Falls. Now it's 4-1. Nice shot again by Howard in attacking on the left leg. Coming up through the middle. No takedown points awarded yet. Aaron's head's out now. He's close, and there's another takedown. 6-1 with 40 seconds left in the second period. Again, Howard has Larson flat on his belly down there. And if you're the bottom man in wrestling and you're laying flat on your belly, that's never a good thing. If you're the top man and your opponent's laying on his belly, that means you're doing your job. And there he goes with the patent inside wrist ride and skin, made famous by his dad, Nick Howard, in the early 2000s. Like father, like son, I guess. He's going to try to dig that arm out, and he's getting close. Just lost it there. End of the second period, Howard up 6-1, and it's his choice. Aaron Howard goes down to start the third period. Now, for some of those of you new to the sport, in a dual meet, if you win a match by 7 points or less, it's considered a decision, and your team gets 3 points. If you win a match by 8 points to 14 points, it's called a major decision, and your team gets 4 points. If you get ahead of an opponent by 15 points at any point in the match, it's called a technical foul, and your team receives 5 points. If you win a match by pin, then your team gets 6. So right now, Aaron Howard just got a reversal. 2 more points, goes up 8-1. And another release here. Letting Larson go, now it's 8-2. So one more takedown here for Aaron Howard would put him up 10-2, and that would be a 4-point major decision for the Mustangs. Those are called bonus points when you get to the major decision, tech fall or pin, and they're extremely important in winning dual meets. There it is, another sweep single takedown for Howard. He has gotten to that shot consistently today. Looking very good on his feet. Under a minute left in the match. Howard has an 8-point lead. River Falls warned for stalling down there. And Howard's right back to that inside wrist and skin. He's so close to getting that arm out across the back and being able to work for a pin. And as your opponent gets more and more tired, it will happen, and it did. He's got the arm across the back now. They're towards the edge of the mat. Aaron slips an arm bar. River Falls Larson is doing a good job defending it. But you can just see the pressure that Aaron Howard rides with. He's got Larson's chest just glued to the mat. And your goal as the bottom man is to get away, and you're not getting away if your chest is on the mat. There's a stalling point for Aaron Howard. The second stall call on Larson. So now Howard goes up 11-2. We're under 10 seconds left in the match. Looks like we're gonna come away with a major decision here for Aaron Howard in his first varsity match. Outstanding job by one of our freshmen who's breaking into the starting lineup right away. An 11-2 major decision victory for Aaron Howard. What a way to start a high school career. You can see Aaron's been putting the work in. Doesn't even appear to be breathing that heavy after a match. He's in great shape. Freshman year is never easy to come in and win a bunch of matches as a varsity wrestler, but I think he's built for it and looking to have a really, really sound freshman year. Up next here at 132 pounds, we got another freshman, Easton Anderson. And he is wrestling a freshman from River Falls, Reeder Loomis. Easton's another freshman that's been with us throughout the entire youth program. He's put a lot of time into the sport, has been to the youth state tournament multiple times. Easton's just an all-around very good athlete. He's an outstanding baseball player, outstanding football player, and he's got a lot of talent when it comes to wrestling too. Strong, quick, explosive, everything you look for. And he's just got a great attitude about the sport, always a big smile on his face. So nice shot here by Anderson, looking for his first high school takedown. Ooh. Not quite. Good defense by River Falls, but that was a good attack by Easton Anderson. He hits that a couple more times. He's bound to get one of those. Oh, River Falls dives in on a shot. Loomis in on a shot. Anderson defending. No points have been awarded yet. Menomonie up 4-0 in the dual meet after the major decision by Aaron Howard at 126 pounds. Easton's got to be careful here, going to his hip. Loomis looking to secure the takedown, and he does. Reeder Loomis of River Falls, the freshman, goes up 2-0 on Menomonie's freshman, Easton Anderson. Oh, Loomis from River Falls turned him. Anderson's got to fight off his back. Oh, and he does, and he does. Too near fall for River Falls to go up 4-0. 15 seconds left in the first period. Another tilt here for River Falls. And he's going to get near fall here too. 3 near fall points for Loomis. 7-0 first period. Easton Anderson's doing fine out there. Just a freshman getting used to wrestling at the varsity level. It's a packed house here tonight at Menomonie High School. The bleachers are full, which is great to see here for this season opener. And, you know, as a freshman, being under the mat light for the first time, it's just a little bit different experience. Real easy to get nervous and maybe have some mental lapses that you wouldn't normally have. But Easton's a competitive kid. He's going to continue to battle. This match is far from over. 2 periods of action left. Anderson's choice, and he's going to pick both up. So we're back up on our feet. Anderson down 7-0. And there's only one way to come back, and that's 1 point at a time. So Easton just needs to focus on getting to his leg attacks here. There we go. There's the first takedown of his high school career for Easton Anderson, and it's 7-2. Easton Anderson's going to let him go. Oh, and River Falls dives back in the shot as Easton was releasing him, so there's been no points awarded yet. Anderson lets him go, so now the score is 8-2 in favor of Loomis from River Falls. Easton Anderson's just going to keep trying to chip away here. If he can get a couple takedowns and close the gap a little bit on this score in this second period, he's going to put himself in good position heading into the third period. We've got some blood time here. The River Falls wrestler looks like he's got a bloody nose that they're trying to take care of. So a little break in the action. Chance for Coach Lubeck down there to talk some strategy with his young freshman, Easton Anderson. Credit to Loomis. He came out there in the first period and got right to his stuff and built up a 7-0 lead. Easton Anderson responded at the beginning of the second period with a takedown, released Loomis, and that's how we've arrived at an 8-2 match. We're going to be both up once we get everything cleaned up down there. And Anderson will have the opportunity to chip into that lead with another takedown here. 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining in the second period. Looks like we're just about ready to roll here, resuming action. Got to get the mat cleaned up. Okay, we're about ready to get back at it. 8-2, Reeder Loomis has the lead over Menomonie's Easton Anderson. 2 freshmen squaring off here at 132 pounds. Loomis back in on a shot. Anderson counters, tries to go around the corner, but he tried to go around the corner a little too quickly and gave up a takedown. Loomis has a 10-2 lead, and we are dealing with a little bit more blood issues here. This will be a short one. Anderson starts on the bottom because Loomis just took him down before that little break. And the whistle blows. Anderson with a little bit of a Granby type move. That just shows off the strength and athleticism of Easton Anderson. That's maybe not the most technical thing in the world, but he made it work for himself. And now he's trying to secure that reversal. At minimum, he needs to get his points for an escape here. There's the 1 point awarded. And we're back to more blood time. In a wrestling match, wrestlers are allotted, I believe it's 5 minutes of blood time. So a clock starts here right now as they're working on getting the bleeding stopped. As soon as the bleeding stops, that clock stops, and then they have as much time as needed to clean up the mess. So when you get in matches like these where you've got a wrestler who's got a bloody nose, it creates a bunch of breaks, and so a chance for the wrestlers to catch their breath. And maybe if it's something where you're struggling a little bit with fatigue, it gives you a little bit of extra rest, and hopefully your Easton's going to be able to come out of this break like a ball of fire. He's both up, 44 seconds left in the period. It'd be very big if he could get a takedown here before this period ends, make it a 5-point match. Coming back in, walked right into a shot from Loomis. Now he's on defense here. Anderson trying to sprawl, trying to fight it off. Using a whizzer here against Loomis's single leg. Good wrestling by Easton Anderson, 20 seconds left. Now we're into the cowboy ride by Easton Anderson, and Loomis secures the far ankle, and that's a 2-point takedown for the River Falls Wildcats. Goes up 12-3. Another break in the action. Looks like a shoe came untied. The newer wrestling shoes have a Velcro piece that's supposed to hold the shoelaces there so they don't come untied like that, but I see the coaches down there are going to the old way of doing it, and that's just using some athletic tape. So I don't think we'll have that problem after they get done taping this up. 12 seconds left in the second period. Reeder Loomis, freshman of River Falls, coming out in his high school debut, looking great with a 12-3 lead over Menomoni's freshman Easton Anderson. Anderson starts in the down position with 12 seconds left. Loomis on top, and the whistle blows. Away we go. Granby attempt by Easton Anderson. Loomis follows well. Wing lock by Anderson, and he is looking to score here, and no points awarded. Oh, boy, that was close. Very close to reversal, very close to escape, but at the end of the day, nothing. So we go to the third period with River Falls Reeder Loomis leading Easton Anderson from Menomonie 12-3. Easton Anderson starts on top. Looking to find a breakdown here. Loomis does a nice job stepping over that hooked ankle. Puts Easton Anderson on his hip. And there is a reversal for the River Falls Wildcats. Did not see the referee award it, but so Easton picks up 2 there. I'm a little confused on the score. It says 12-5. I'm not sure that that's right. But the coaches aren't challenging anything, so maybe I'm the one that has it wrong. Yeah, now they're getting it right on the scoreboard down there. Anderson started on top. Loomis reversed him, and then at the end of that flurry, Anderson got a reversal on Loomis. So we should be at 14-5 here, and I think that's what they're getting figured out down there at the head table right now. All right, where it looks like we've got the blood cleaned up. Coaches and officials are at the head table getting the score squared away. It now reads 14-5, so a 9-point lead for River Falls. Minute 14 left in the match. Anderson starts on top. Good start off the whistle. Gets Loomis from River Falls broken down flat. Loomis rebuilds his base. Anderson's got about a minute here, and at this point, being down by 9, you've really got to get aggressive from that top position. Look for your best pinning combination, which Easton does have ways to turn people and pin people. So let's see what kind of heat he can put on Loomis here in the last 50 seconds of the match. Gets a little bit out of position there. Another blood time. So Again, Coach Lubeck gets a chance to talk things over with Easton Anderson. 45 seconds left. Easton's got to go for broke here. Probably unlikely to come back and win the match, on points at this point. But that's the beauty of wrestling. It doesn't matter what the score is. If you put the person on their back, hold their shoulders on the mat for 2 seconds, the ref slaps the mat, it's a pin, it's over, and you win. And I've known Easton Anderson for a long time. The kid's got a ton of fight in him. He's going to go down swinging. All right, they got Loomis's nose taped. The athletic tape wrapped around the nose, around the back of the head, and made a few laps with it. Easton Anderson on top, looking for that far shoulder, and he got it. Loomis trying to step over. Oh, and he does. 2-point reversal for Loomis. And did he get some near fall there? I don't know. No near fall. Down 16-5. Uh-oh. Loomis, arm behind the back, threaded it through. He's got Anderson in trouble, and there's the fall for Cam Loomis. Easton. Reader Loomis. Sorry. Cam Loomis is the head coach. Reader Loomis is the wrestler who just got the fall for River Falls. So River Falls takes a lead in the dual meet, 6-4, after the pin by freshman Reader Loomis. Easton Anderson, there will be brighter days, my friend. You're just a freshman, long ways to go. It's never easy to step out on the varsity mat in your first match as a freshman. All right, up next you're at 138 pounds. A sophomore from Menomonie, Gabe Henderson. And from River Falls, a junior, Jonas Longsdorf. Longsdorf from River Falls was a sectional qualifier last year. He's one of their team captains. Gabe Henderson from Menomonie was in and out of the varsity lineup as a freshman last year. Had a good year on JV. Now as a sophomore, he's ready to step into that varsity lineup and take hold of this spot at 138 pounds. It's definitely a weight class where there will be some competition for the starting job throughout the year, but Gabe is a great kid. He's put the work in the off season. Shows up to practice with a great attitude every day and works very hard in the room, and he's going to get better and better. Longsdorf coming around the corner and secures a 2-point takedown on Henderson. And now Longsdorf is going to be collecting some near fall points. Looks like it's going to be just 2 near fall, not 3. So Longsdorf takes the lead over Henderson 4-0 here, about a minute into the first period. Longsdorf doing a good job controlling the wrist stride here on Henderson. Looks like he's trying to dig into an arm bar. Henderson does a good job defending that. And there comes the stalling warning against Henderson. You'll see that stalling called when the bottom wrestler stays fat on his belly and kind of clams up his elbows, a little bit like what Gabe's doing. Sometimes when you're the bottom wrestler and you're going against a really good guy, that's just what you have to do to survive down there. So there comes the crossface from Longsdorf. He's got Henderson turned and he's collecting more near fall swipes there from the referee. They go out of bounds, and that's going to be 3 near fall for Jonas Longsdorf of the River Falls Wildcats. He's going to go up 7-0. 21 seconds left in the first period. Henderson will start down. He gets set. The ref says top man on. Longsdorf's on, and away we go. Longsdorf working the half now on Henderson. More near fall. Henderson doing a good job fighting to keep that shoulder up, not give up the pin. Under 5 seconds left in the period, and Henderson will survive the first period. Another 3 points in near fall for Longsdorf, and he will take a 10-0 lead into the beginning of the second period. Menomonie's choice, Gabe Henderson chooses to defer. Longsdorf from River Falls picks top. You can tell that's a very good position for Longsdorf. He's got a long, lanky build. A lot of times kids built like that are good top wrestlers. They have good leverage. Longsdorf with a solid breakdown on Henderson, and he's working in that bar arm again. Henderson does a good job trying to defend it, but Longsdorf's starting to get it tight, starting to run it around Henderson's head. And yep, this is a tough one here. Longsdorf threaded his arm through the back. Half Nelson with the left hand. He's got Henderson in big trouble here. Longsdorf has secured his 3 near fall. Now he's working for the fall, and there it is. Another pin for the River Falls Wildcats at 138 pounds. Junior Jonas Longsdorf with the victory. And River Falls goes up 12-4 in the dual meet. I know. All right, up next here at 144 pounds, Menomonie Mustangs are sending Renner Stahl out, a sophomore. And at 144 for the River Falls Wildcats, it's a junior, Hayden Junkie. Renner Stahl getting the start tonight at 144 pounds. Junkie in on a single leg, cuts to a double. Nice takedown to begin the match. Renner Stahl for the Mustangs, he's a sophomore. Very good athlete. Decided to come out for wrestling for the first time last year as a freshman, and he has made a lot of really good strides, getting better. He's playing a little bit of catch up on technique, but he's got all the athletic ability, all the strength, all the speed you need. And there we go, a nice reversal by Renner Stahl to tie the match 2-2. Stahl gets Hayden Junkie from River Falls broken down. Looks like Stahl's working to find a cradle there. Junkie defending. We're under a minute left now in the first period. Match tied 2-2. Stahl continues to ride. Junkie to his feet. Stahl needs to return to the mat, and he does. Nice mat return by sophomore Renner Stahl. Doing a good job, Stahl is keeping pressure. Junkie having a hard time getting up off his knees. Stahl looking for that cradle. He's got it locked. Any so close to near fall there, but didn't quite get the swipes he needed. We're down to 10 seconds left in the first period. Stahl needs to maintain control here, not give up any points at the end of the period. Inexperienced wrestler, let's see if he can do it. And he does. Nice job, Renner Stahl with the ride out. Ends the first period tied 2-2. River Falls choice, Junkie defers. Stahl gets to choose, Stahl picks down. Renner starting that down position. River Falls is gonna choose to release him. Doesn't want to wrestle on the mat. That is a choice that a wrestler has if you're starting in the top position and you don't want to, you want to start, you'd rather start on your feet. You can choose to start on your feet, and your opponent gets a free 1-point escape, which Stahl did. So Stahl takes the lead 3-2, and we're back on our feet looking for takedowns. Shot by Junkie, in on Stahl's leg. Stahl defending, crossface, trying to come around the corner, but the same mistake that Easton Anderson made. It's very hard to come around the corner until you have broken your opponent's grip on your leg, and that's what Stahl's working on now, and he has it ankle hooked. 2-point takedown for the sophomore, Renner Stahl. And what I believe is his first varsity start. Last year as a freshman, it was his first year wrestling. Wrestled a lot on the JV, but this is his first time in varsity action, and he's got a 5-2 lead. Uh-oh, gave up a reversal. Junkie closes the gap 5-4. One minute left in the second period. Runner Stahl from Menomonie, holding on to a 5-4 lead, trying to work his way off the bottom. Junkie from River Falls riding, but locked his hands illegally. So Stahl is going to get a point for that, and they'll let the action continue. Stahl gets to keep working for an escape or a reversal here. The referee allows him to keep trying to earn another point or two throughout this situation. You can see the ref with his hands clasped like that. That's signifying that Menomonie is for sure going to be awarded a penalty point for locked hands on the top man. But they're going to let Stahl continue, and okay, now they'll stop it in a stalemate position. So locked hands. Runner Stahl gets 1 point to go up 6-4, and there was no escape or no reversal rewarded there. So Stahl will start back down again here with 22 seconds left. This is a great opportunity to pick up another score before the end of the period. Comes up to his feet. Junkie tries to return. Stahl shows his athletic ability, and River Falls got away with another locked hands there, quite frankly. 10 seconds left. Can Stahl get anything going? Junkie holding him down. And we're at the end of the second period. Runner Stahl, 6-4 lead. Going into the third period, and it will be Stahl's choice. Going down. Junkie will choose to release him again, so Stahl gets another point. Goes up 7-4. We'll start the third period on our feet. Runner Stahl up 7-4. 2 minutes to go. Let's see if Runner can capture his first varsity victory. Junkie in on a shot. Stahl in the same position he was in before. Comes around the corner for 2 points on the takedown to extend the lead 8-4. Stahl in a little bit of a tricky situation here on top. He needs to make sure he stays off his hip. His opponent's still got a grip on the leg. Runner needs to clear that grip off the leg, which she has failed to do so far, and that is why River Falls is building up like this. Nice sprawl by Stahl. There, he's got his leg cleared, and he's behind, and he's got his cradle locked. This is going to be near fall, if not a pin for the Mustangs. Runner Stahl put him away. Yes, he did. And the crowd's going wild for that one. Big time win for the sophomore Runner Stahl. Just a second-year wrestler, his first varsity match ever, and he comes away with a pin. Heck of a job, young man. His parents right down here in front of us. They're fired up. The crowd's jacked. That's what we want to see. Gets Menomonie back in this duel. Dual meet score is now 12-10. River Falls leads. We started at 126 pounds. Aaron Howard from Menomonie won by major decision. Got the Mustangs up 4-0. At 132 pounds, Reader Loomis from River Falls pinned Easton Anderson from Menomonie to make it 6-4. At 138, Jonas Longsdorf from River Falls pinned Gabe Henderson to make it 12-4. And Runner Stahl just answered for the Mustangs with a pin at 144 pounds over Hayden Junkie to make it 12-10. Now at 150 pounds, we have Luke Pember, a sophomore for the Menomonie Mustangs. And we are going to change our sponsor in the bottom right corner to the Pember Companies. Luke is the son of Eric, who is one of the owner of the Pember Companies. Luke is a kid who has wrestled his whole life, had a lot of success on the youth level, stepped in as a freshman, and made an immediate impact on the varsity lineup for Menomonie last year. He was a big part of the team that made it to team sectionals last year. He was an individual sectional qualifier and just ended up in an absolute meat grinder of a sectional last year. The two kids who placed first and second in the sectional and made it to the state tournament placed third and fifth, if I remember correctly. And there was another very, very good senior, Andrew Weiss from Holman, who was third in that bracket, didn't even make it to the state tournament after qualifying the 2 years prior to that. So great season by Luke as a freshman last year. He got bigger and stronger, put his time in the weight room this offseason, and he is looking great in the practice room. He secures the 2-point takedown over Vinny Costabilo, another one of River Falls' captains, a junior. Pember from Menomonie, just a sophomore. Looks like Luke's locking up that cross-face cradle that he's well known for, and he's got it locked. Working to lift Costabilo's knee. Costabilo defends, but broke the grip. Very close for Luke Pember. No near fall. 15 seconds to go in the first period. We've got a 2-0 lead for Luke Pember. Looks like he's going to be able to control this through the end of the period and get the ride out. And he does. End of the first period. Luke Pember, sophomore from Menomonie, up 2-0 on Vinny Costabilo, a junior of River Falls. Costabilo goes both up. I don't blame him. Luke Pember is very, very good on top, and I think Mr. Costabilo felt everything he needed to feel underneath him in that first period. We'll try it back on our feet. Pember in on a shot right away here to begin the second period. Staying low on the ankle, and then we wrestle to a stalemate. Starting back up. Pember moves, snaps, digs that underhook, snaps him down. Textbook execution by Luke Pember. Only problem is Costabilo was able to control his elbow. Clears out. Pember uses the underhook to get to a single. Costabilo sprawls. Pember's done a great job being aggressive here. He's working to finish this single leg down there. Costabilo's done a good job defending. And we go out of bounds. Pember looks to Coach Rylan Lubeck over in the corner, former Wisconsin Badger. Rylan Lubeck, his second year at the helm of the Menomonie Wrestling high school team. Done a great job so far. Pember back in on a shot. Costabilo is doing a good job defending. Pember's got the grip. He's got to try to work his way around the corner here. Uh-oh, flat on his belly. Costabilo is going to steal this one. 2-point takedown for the River Falls Wildcats. Pember building his base. He's got just over 30 seconds here. He's got to work his way free. There's the escape. Luke's been in on the legs. He needs to stay aggressive here, but he just needs to get to a little bit cleaner shot where he doesn't end up underneath Costabilo. Costabilo does a good job there. Pember on his knees. Costabilo throws him by for 2. First match of the year. Never an easy thing. Pember's down flat on the mat. Costabilo smells blood but runs out of time. Pember having some problems down here. Not sure exactly what's going on. We're going to run injury time. Costabilo with a 4-3 lead to begin the third period. All right, Coach Lubeck helping Pember up here. Haven't been able to really determine what the issue is, but you get 1:30 seconds of injury time in a wrestling match, so if you're having problems, you have 1:30 seconds to get it figured out. Luke Pember up to his feet here. And it looks like Luke Pember is going to default, medically forfeit here. I'm not sure exactly what happened. But either way, Castiablo from River Falls with the win and with a medical forfeit type situation. It's 6 points, just like a pin. So River Falls goes up 18-10 here early on in this dual meet. Next up at 157 pounds for the Mustangs is going to be Walker Ferguson, one of our 4 senior starters. River Falls has a few options around this weight, so I need to listen in on who actually they are checking in at the table. And it is going to be a senior for River Falls, Robbie Anderson, taking on a senior from Menomonie, Walker Ferguson. Shot by Ferguson. Nice by Walker. He transitioned his single leg. Oh, I thought he had a cradle locked up there. Almost did, but did not. 2 points on the takedown for Walker Ferguson, starting out his senior season the right way. Good leg attack. Coach Lubeck gives the sign to Ferguson to release his opponent. And they're back on their feet. Ferguson and Anderson. Anderson diving in on a shot. Ferguson in a sprawl, defending. Oh, nice cow catcher by Walker Ferguson. He has Robbie Anderson and River Falls in danger. Ferguson on top. He's got a minute to work for the pin here. That's a long time to fight down there if you're in River Falls' shoes. Ferguson has it tight, and there's the pin. Walker Ferguson, 157 pounds, starts out his senior year with a pin and brings his team back within 2 points. River Falls leads the duel 18-16. Next up, we have 165 pounds. And it looks like we've got a little change from the starting lineup we announced. We knew it was a little bit questionable for tonight, but it looks like we got Ray Pember, the junior from Menomonie Mustangs, walking up and checking in at the head table. Good to see Ray ready to roll here in the first match of the year. And for River Falls, it's going to be a sophomore, Colton Maves. Pember with the arm drag and the takedown, and I think he's got a cradle locked up, and it is studded up, and this is going to get tight real quick. Ray can take his time. He's got plenty of time. Needs to adjust on his cradle a bit. The Pember Company's advertisement down in the corner there. This is Eric's other son, his older boy, Ray. Ray's got him turned. He's got him on his back. This is tight. We should walk away with a pin here for the Menomonie Mustangs. Minute 19 seconds remains. Only a matter of time till Ray can wrestle those shoulders flat. Maves from River Falls doing a good job fighting, but there goes Ray Pember with the pin and another 6 points for the Mustangs. And they take the lead in the dual meet for the first time since the opening match, 22-18. Good to see Ray Pember out there. Now we're up to 175 pounds. Oh, we're taking a break on the varsity. There's a slight intermission here for the varsity, and we're going to wrestle a couple JV matches. So a little break here. And we'll wrestle some JV. Looks like it's going to be Gavin Miller down there for Menomonie. He's a sophomore. Gavin Miller for the Mustangs, a sophomore, and he is wrestling Felix Walquist from the River Falls Wildcats, another sophomore. It's a good JV matchup here. The varsity takes a little intermission after 7 varsity matches. The score is 22-18. And we'll wrestle a few JV matches quick. Walquist with Miller in danger. Walquist is a kid who wrestled a fair amount of varsity last year for the Wildcats. So don't let it fool you. This kid is a good wrestler and it has experience. Gavin Miller from Menomonie. Fights hard to get off his back, and they go out of bounds. Walquist up 5-0. Miller will start in the bottom position. Good movement off the whistle, but Walquist controls him. It appears that Walquist is working for that far side cradle there, and he has it, and he brings Miller over, but it isn't overly tight. Miller's got a chance to pop out of this looking pretty good, but can't quite get his head out of there. Walquist continues to maintain control on top, working some leg rides. Miller's doing a good job staying off his back. Walquist looking to turn him with a power half here, and he's getting some near fall counts. And there he is going to be awarded 2 near fall. Again, this is a JV match. We're halfway through the varsity duel. It's a slight intermission for the varsity duel. We'll squeeze in a few more JV matches. We want to get kids as many matches as possible. And this is a great way to do it. Miller fighting off his back, and Walquist secures the pin. Felix Walquist, sophomore, River Falls, with a win by fall over Gavin Miller, sophomore from Menomonie. Walquist is a kid, like I said before, who's wrestled some varsity as a freshman, and it wouldn't surprise me to see him work his way into their varsity lineup by the end of the year. So Gavin Miller wrestled well, he wrestled tough, just was up against an opponent with a little bit more experience. And we're back. We've got another sophomore Mustang out there, Dustin Schumacher, first-year wrestler from Menomonie. Schumacher gives the takedown right away. River Falls working to turn here with the cradle. Ooh, and there we go, a pin for River Falls against Schumacher in his first match ever as a Mustang. A lot to learn, and he will. Okay, it looks like we're going to wrestle another junior varsity match here during the intermission.
We got places to run. I sent Trevor a message. He told me he's tuning in. I said it makes me feel like it's a little less of a waste of time as my kids are doing somersaults on concrete.
Looks like a little bit of confusion down here for this next JV match. We're looking to find the Menomonie wrestler that's supposed to be going out there.
Then you gotta take turns, I guess. You gotta take turns.
Oh, and here he comes. Looks like it's going to be Chance Zeal for the Mustangs. Another first-year wrestler, freshman who decided to come out this year, and we're happy to have him. He's a good athlete. Looks like he's looking for his headgear. All right, now we're ready to roll here, it looks like. Chance Zeal strapping on the headgear. He's going to be ready to go in his first ever match for the Menomonie Mustangs. And he's going to be taking on another freshman, Landon Linder of River Falls. Zeal and Linder underway. Whistle blows. These are some big boys for freshmen. Linder goes underneath Zeal. Zeal spins around for the first takedown of his wrestling career. Nice job, Chance Zeal. Zeal doing a good job keeping the pressure on him. He's going to let him out, and they're going to go back to their feet. Zeal with a lead, 2-1 in this junior varsity match. For those of you just tuning in, we are halfway through the varsity match. We're taking a little intermission. We're squeezing in some JV matches. After 7 matches, the Mustangs lead River Falls in the varsity duel, 22-18. Zeal with another takedown. Got a half Nelson. Let's see if he can use it. Linder of River Falls defending. Linder of River Falls away, and now it's 4-2. Zeal maintains his 4-2 lead as the two big boys are out there hand fighting, battling for position. River Falls with another shot attempt. Zeal with a sprawl and another takedown. Looking to put him on his back. And he can't quite do it. 6-2, 30 seconds left in the first period. And they go off the mat. They'll start fresh with 19 seconds left in the first period. Zeal with a 6-2 lead over Linder of River Falls. Linder set on bottom. The referee gives the signal to Zeal to start on top. And the whistle blows. Nice breakdown off the whistle by Chance Zeal. Looking for his half Nelson. Linder does a good job holding his base, and Linder is away again. They escape with 4 seconds left. 6-3. And that's how the period will end. Zeal with a 6-3 lead. Choice goes to Chance Zeal. Zeal's going to pick both up, and why not? 3 takedowns in the first period. First year wrestler, first match ever. Go right back to what's working. Linder dives in on another shot. Zeal sprawl, spin behind for his 4th takedown of the match, 8-3 lead. And he's back on that half Nelson. This time he might have it. Yes, he does. He's got Linder in deep trouble. Zeal looking for the pin. And he gets it. Chance Zeal. Winner by pin in his first ever match. You got to shake hands before you can go celebrate, buddy. All right, good job, Chance Zeal. Great to see a freshman who came out for the first time, secure his first win in his first match ever. Good job, Chance Zeal. looks like we have a freshman from River Falls, Colton Claflin. And he is going to be taking on a sophomore from Menomonie, another first-year wrestler, John Gruber. Claflin in on the shot. Gruber tries to defend. Claflin secures the takedown. Go up 2-0. Gruber up to his feet, trying to escape, and he does. Score 4-1, 1 minute into the first period. Claflin back in on the leg. Gruber attempts to defend, and Claflin goes around behind for another takedown. Gruber back up to his feet, and he's away. Makes the score 6-3. Claflin again on the takedown, another takedown. Gruber to his feet and away again. There we go, Gruber takes him down. A little scramble ensues, Claflin battling. Claflin in on another 2-point takedown. Yeah. The wrestling continues here. Claflin, Gruber, second period. 11-6 lead for Claflin of River Falls. Another takedown for Claflin. He goes up 13-7 and an escape for Gruber. All right, there's the end of the second period, and it's 16-10. Claflin with the lead over Gruber. Thank you to Market and Johnson for being a sponsor of the Menomonie Wrestling Club. Third period begins. Gruber in on a shot on Claflin. Scramble. Gruber taking Claflin to his back. Gruber with a takedown and near fall. Releases Claflin for the escape, but we have a score of 17-15. It's a shootout here. Gruber in on another shot. As Claflin going to his back. 2 points for Gruber, 2 points for Claflin. Gruber working to come out with a reversal here. Oh, escape makes it 18-19. Another shot by Claflin. A takedown by Gruber. He goes up 20-19. Escape Claflin, 20-20. Oh, Gruber takes Claflin down. Scoreboard's incorrect here. Gruber's, we got to add a 2. Usually you don't get up in the 20s in wrestling. So where you see fouls on the scoreboard, that's the individual score. Where you see home and guest, that's the varsity dual meet score. This is a JV match during intermission or halftime of the varsity duel. Menomoni's varsity team has a 22-18 lead over the River Falls Wildcats halfway through the dual meet. Been some ups and downs for the Mustangs. First time out, you'll have that. All right, now we're going to be back into some varsity action, I think. And we will. For the Mustangs, another one of our seniors, team captain, Steele Schaefer. Senior Steele Schaefer for the Mustangs, taking on a freshman from River Falls, Jacob Hutchins. Steele Schaefer, outstanding team leader, outstanding all-around athlete. I believe he was all-conference on both sides of the ball in football this year as a linebacker and running back. Nice snap to a double leg. Hutchins trying to send a lateral drop there, but Schaefer drops his hips just like he should. Getting the near fall points and the pin, 31 seconds. Great way to start out your senior year, Steele Schaefer. A pin in 31 seconds, put your team ahead 28-18. We're gonna change our sponsor. Down in the bottom right corner to Kai's Chevy Town. Thanks to Joe Kais and the gang down there for sponsoring the Menomonie Wrestling Club. And you guys get to be the sponsor for the upper weights, the heavy Chevys. 190, 215, 285, that's considered the upper weights in high school wrestling. And we are lucky here at Menomonie to have some very talented big kids who wrestle. So we're going to get our first varsity look this season at John Higbee, a junior. And he's going to be taking on one of River Falls' best wrestlers, Jacob Range. Jacob Range for River Falls is a senior. He was third at sectionals last year, one match away from making it to Madison. And he's going to be taking on John Higbee. Higbee is a heck of an athlete. Didn't come out for wrestling until I believe his freshman year, so he's only been in the room training for a couple years, but he's catching on fast. He's very strong, very powerful. For you football fans, you saw him playing fullback this year for the Mustangs and had a very, very good junior season. Scored a lot of touchdowns, made a lot of great blocks from that fullback position. Range actually was the quarterback for River Falls this year. So 2 good all-around athletes here at 190 pounds. Higbee doing a good job holding his own here in this first minute with Range. A little veteran savvy there by Range, but Higbee scrambles out of it. Good job by John Higbee. Range had the elbow trap, went to a little bit of a fireman's carry there, and had Higbee in trouble, but that athletic ability and strength of John Higbee allowed him to scramble out of it and not give out any points. So we are under a minute to go here in the first period. Higbee has done a great job thus far. As I said earlier, Range was 1 match away from the state tournament last year. So Higbee's taken on one of River Falls' very best wrestlers here. Range controlling the Russian tie, tries to snap Higbee down. Higbee clears and we're still on our feet. 15 seconds left in the period. Score is 0-0. Overall, the dual meet, Menomonie leads 28-18 in the team score. And we end the first period between Higbee and Range at 0-0. Great first period by John Higbee. Second period to begin. Higbee starts on bottom. Range breaks him down. He's working to turn Higbee here with an arm bar. And he does. He's getting some near fall points. Higbee doing his best to fight off his back. Higbee continuing to battle. Range getting it tighter and tighter, and there's the pin. Jacob Range. I'm sure he will be a kid that will be in the mix at the end of the year to be qualifying for a state tournament individually. John Higbee wrestled him great on his feet to begin the match, and just a little bit of inexperience there against the tough senior from River Falls. That closes the dual meet score to 28-24. Good competitive duel here in the season opener for the Mustangs. Next up for Menomonie, a returning state qualifier, a sophomore, Bryce Shepard. From River Falls, he's going to be who they announced in the before the match is Charlie Loesch. And that's who it is, Charlie Loesch of River Falls, and he's taking on sophomore Bryce Shepard. Shepard with a nice snap down, spin around, grabbed a cradle here. He's working on getting that leg locked. A cradle with a hooked leg. This is going to be tight. Bryce Shepard has his opponent from River Falls in deep trouble here. Loesch of River Falls doing a good job defending down there, trying to fight that cradle off, and he did. Broke Shepard's grip. Two-point near fall for Shepard. Shepard releases Loesch. It's 4-1. 1 minute into the first period. Nice double leg by Bryce Shepard, and he's going to get a takedown to the back. Collected near fall points. This is getting tight, and we should get a pin here for Bryce Shepard. It's only a matter of time. There it is. Just what the doctor ordered. The Mustangs